I am so excited. Prop clear. I have no idea what's coming, but I know that my life will never be the same.
It's over, it's finished filming. How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel, I'm really excited for everyone to watch my story. It was the most amazing experience of my life, and I'm just excited for just everyone to enjoy it. It was a very rough season for me physically. Obviously the scar, that was just kind of crazy. Honestly, I kind of like it. I kind of like the location of it and everything. It's going to heal up nicely, so I'm not worried about it. Always remember this amazing experience I had. But it was just a freak accident, golf cart, glass cup. That's pretty much it.
What did you tell them that you were looking for in a partner?
For me, I say it's three things, the main things I was looking for. It was someone that truly had a heart full of love that they were ready to give me, just like I was ready to give them. Someone that had that adventurous, that spontaneous side of them, that sense of just wanting to always explore and just take advantage of the lifestyle that I love living with me. And then someone that, really valued family, and that was a huge part of their life, and was always going to be a big part of their life. Those are the three big things. And honestly, with the age, that was never a big deal for me, just because I've seen, honestly, both sides of it. I've seen older women that weren't necessarily ready for a relationship, and then I've seen younger women that were. So I think that's kind of like hit or miss sometimes, but just depends on the individual person.
Okay, normally when people are dating, they don't get to watch you be intimate with other people before that date. Usually you don't know much about the person going into it.
Right.
Was that difficult for you, dealing with so many people that had seen you be so emotional and also very intimate in the last season? How did you deal with that with the contestants, and were you comfortable with that?
I was definitely comfortable with it. That was never a weird thing for me or awkward thing. I get how the windmill's just kind of blown up and people have not stopped talking about it. I get it. It's part of my story now, pretty much forever. I also understood, though, that there's a point where you have to respect, that's in the past. And these were all brand new relationships that we're starting. And, you don't want to be insensitive to that and allow any of that to kind of creep into these other women's heads and chip away at their confidence and just affect them mentally. That I didn't want that at all either. But I am who I am, and I wasn't going to change that for anyone. I was always going to be true to myself, and I was going to show the women from night one who I was and be that way for the entire season. I think them coming into it, once they found out it was me, they knew kind of what they were getting into with me. I've never hidden anything about that. And I think it was just all about honesty, and that's the way I approached it.
Hannah really raised the bar for sex positivity in women.
Sure.
And with you as well, because you were a big part of that story.
Right.
I'm curious, do you feel like it's that same conversation has been extended to men in the Bachelor series? It's
kind of ridiculous, in my opinion, that women sometimes are judged more than a man will be judged in regards to sex or, talking about sex. That's just, there's no reason for that. I loved kind of what Hannah's season in that regard kind of stood for, and kind of just bringing it up to a level playing field. At the end of the day, no one should be judged on their sex life or what they choose to do intimately or not. That's that person's sole discretion to do whatever they want and their decision. There should be no judging. I've always been someone that's comfortable talking about sex. It's never been awkward. I know there's a taboo around it sometimes, but for me, that's never been the case. But I think the biggest thing, for my season, and even with Hannah, was it was so much more than just the sex. And I know we get kind of wrapped up in that, and it's fun to joke about it and talk about it, but Fantasy Suites, the windmill, this season with Fantasy Suites, it's so much more than just that physical act.
Something that people are really excited about you as a person is the fact that you have a great career. You're a pilot. People love that. It's a hard job. After this is all said and done, are you going to continue being a pilot?
Of course. Yeah, God willing, and I can keep my health until I'm 65, I will be an airline pilot until I'm 65 years old when I have to retire.
So you're not going to trade it in for sugar bear hair?
Not at all. No, there's no chance. It's my passion. It's my first love, so there's no way I let go of that.
But you're also not really big on social media. Why don't you have Twitter?
I don't know. To be honest, I'm just not the biggest social media fan. This is a fun fact. I tried to get rid of my smartphone, and I wanted to get a flip phone, so I could just get rid of all these apps and just go back to before all this, and it was just so much more simpler, and I love that. Unfortunately, contacts can't get transferred back to a flip phone, so that's when that whole idea paused. But I don't know, just not my thing. Never's been my thing, and probably won't ever become my thing. So.
Last question, the million-dollar question that everyone's asking. How did you feel when you saw Hannah return for a second time at They Tease in the trailer?
Yeah, that was very unexpected for me. I honestly had no idea that was coming. And I think that what everyone's going to see is just real, raw emotions that come out. I'm not going to lie. Stuff resurfaced for me that I thought was done. And obviously wasn't, so.
Well, Chris said she was there to close the chapter on your relationship. Is that what happened? Because I saw that you invited her back to the house, kind of. But these trailers, you can never tell what they're really leaning into.
Yeah, I think the intention in the beginning may have been that, but you guys have to find out to see what happens after, because things might have changed. So, but whatever you guys see, it's real, and I truly mean that.
What would you say if I asked you to come be part of the house?
Oh my God!